Brian from WH Law. Today, we're talking about how debt settlement companies work. Now, a lot of these debt settlement companies tell you not to file bankruptcy because you don't want to, because it's terrible and you're going to lose everything. It's not always true. And like I said, anytime we're making these decisions about debt and money, it's all about the Benjamins. We care how much money you save and how much money you pay. That's all we care about. So there's a couple things. How do they work? Typically, you're going to start paying them a monthly amount. You're going to stop paying your debt. You're going to start paying them a monthly amount. So everybody says, yeah, this is great. It's better than filing bankruptcy. It won't ruin my credit. Well, if you quit paying your bills, promise your credit gets ruined. So they take this money that you're paying them, and typically they get paid a percentage of what they save you. You know, if it's 20 or 30% or 40% of what they save you. So it's a step through this process. All right, I'm going to stop paying my bills, and I'm going to start paying Debt Settlement Company A $500 a month. Okay, so now I start paying them. Debt Settlement Company A gets that $500 and starts stacking it. They're not paying your debt at all. They're just stacking that money. So let's go down the road, and it's a year later, and they've got $6,000 of your money. And now, of course, whoever you're supposed to have been paying hasn't getting paid for a year, so they're getting a little more willing to settle. They're wanting to come out, you know, they're willing to settle for that money. So they say, okay, they owed us 10 grand, we'll take 4. And you say, okay. And you're like, heck yes, 4 grand. They've got 6, so they take $4,000 of your money and they pay this company. And you're like, boom, I saved $6,000. No, you didn't. What actually happened is they paid for you. $6,000 was forgiven. So there's a couple things. So one, you paid $4,000 to the company. Boom. Now you save $6,000, and for simple math, we'll just say you owed 33% to the Debt Settlement Company A. So now Debt Settlement Company A is owed $2 grand. Well, that extra $2 grand that you paid, it's locked and loaded. It's given to them. Great, $2 grand. Now you were forgiven $6 grand. All right, so your $6 grand you were because you owed 10, they settled it for 4. So $6 grand was forgiven. Debt forgiven outside of bankruptcy or some other law is taxed as income. Okay, so let's just shake this out. Let's say you're paying 20% taxes. Okay, so $6 grand was forgiven. Debt. The creditor is going to send you a 1099 at the end of the year, and you're going to have to claim that money as income on your taxes. Say you're paying 20% taxes, $6,000. That is $1,200 in taxes you're going to have to pay. So $4,000 to the company, $2,000 to Debt Settlement Company A, $1,200 to the tax man. Okay, so you're $7,200 in on the $10,000 debt. Now you still save some money. I'm not saying you didn't, but I just want you to realize how that works, because you paid $7,200 to settle a $10,000 debt, and your credit is probably not looking too hot. But that's like the general way they typically work, and you know, each one can say they work a little differently, and that is debt settlement companies. Next, I'm going to talk about debt consolidation companies.